Assumed charge as the chief of Lokayukta. How do you look at it now? How many cases are coming?
The number of cases is very less. In fact, after I joined, I have two new cases only, and those are from one is from Khasi Hills, one is from Garo Hills, and we have a pending case of about 16 members still today. It seems to me that people are not very much aware how to file the complaint. That is one thing. Because you see, if you look at the section 47 of the Act, it says that any complainant who file a false complaint will also be punished. Proceeding will be drawn up against such a complainant. So maybe for that reason, people do not come forward to file a complaint. And a complaint means you have to file it in the form of affidavit. Otherwise, we cannot take action against the complainant under section 47. So people have to file in the form of the affidavit. Now, some people which I have seen also, they have filed a petition here which we have dismissed. They have filed a complaint against contractor, they have filed a complaint against some village darbar, which they are not the public servant. We are dealing only with corruption cases, that is alleged corruption case by the public servant.
So Angela Rengatha has filed two complaints. So what is the next process?
No, yeah, she had filed a complaint, but then she has written a letter. In fact, it's not a complaint. So if she wants to file a case, means she has to file in the form of affidavit only.
How do we see that there is a reduction in corruption cases in Meghalaya? Because it also related to the assets of people.
You see, there's section 45 of the Act which says that all the government employees, once they take oath as the employee, then they'll have to file their returns, that is the asset and liabilities, with the competent authority, which means that they have to file with the secretary of the department. So every year they have to file this return to the competent authority, that is to the head of the department when they are working. Now, the idea is that to monitor about whatever the assets they have or the liabilities they have, so that government can take action, or any citizen can also file RTI against such person, so that evidence will be there to produce before the Lokayukta.
So actually, we don't know how much assets the public servants have. So are you saying that this may lead to corruption because we are in the dark, people are in the dark?
No, this return of liability and asset is very important, because you see, if somebody gets money beyond his salary, then he has to explain. If he cannot explain, then definitely the case will proceed against him.
So are you in favor of at least filing returns, income tax returns, though income tax exemption is there?
Pardon?
Are you in favor of public servants filing, at least they can show that we have this much income, need not pay income tax, because that is not...
No, that is good. That is good if you have to file a return of income, because then the government can check your return every year. Or even if you see that this asset and liability is returned, okay, this is good enough for the public servant. But in case of income tax return, then you will also get the asset liabilities of the other people, like contractors, suppliers, and whatnot.
So coming to another issue here, we have seen There was a case, coal mining issue in Lokayukta, but that is disposed of. How do you see the whole scenario here? Illegal coal mining.
No, that case was disposed of by my predecessor, so I have not gone through it. But it seems that the case was not filed by any complainant. It was taken sumoto, and we don't have any provision to keep cases sumoto.
But at the same time, do you feel that people, there is a element of corruption there because they can keep on digging the coal, 32 lakh metric tons are there?
No, that investigation has to be done. How can I say without investigation?
So, coming to, there was some criticism that the Lokayukta, when you are appointed, that you are not from the judicial background.
No, I will not mention that. The Act will clarify that, I think. Okay.
The Act says that if you have 25 years in experience.
Yes, you see, we have a screening committee. My name was clear by screening committee. Then we have a selection committee. They is also there. So I don't think the people who sit there will just agree with somebody's name who are not eligible.
The reason that many are not coming forward to file petitions here.
I don't know why people are not filing this cases of corruption. Because if you look at the newspaper, if you look everywhere, everybody says corruption here, corruption there, but then nobody files the application. Because you see, one thing is that you cannot just alert that somebody is corrupt, this one is getting so much money from there, or so and got so much crores from there. But you have to have some evidence. Unless evidence is there, how can you file a petition? That is number one. Number two is that there is section 47 where if you file a false complaint, then you will be also proceeding against you.
Or is it that there is a culture of silence here against anything? Because I know somebody and they're related, or is it because of that I don't want to antagonize anybody?
That also is there, because you see, in our society, we don't want to displease anyone. Somehow he said, oh, I know him very well. Somehow we'll say, oh, he's related to me. Somehow he said, oh, he's related to my brother. He's a friend of my father. So this thing also is one thing which we as a society, we don't want to displease anyone.
So how do you see the future of Lokayukta?
Lokayukta is there, so at least there's a forum here to look after the corruption. Let's see people slowly how they will how they will do, whether they will come forward to file application or not. So,
but do you think it is a toothless just complaint and there is no much action can be taken? How do you proceed from a case? I mean, do you have?
No, but then we have a good case here. There are good cases also here. So, you see, once decision is taken once a decision is taken to file a charge sheet against somebody, and somebody is punished for that, then people will have some confidence on the function of the forum also. No?
But till now nobody is punished. That is why there is no fear of law.
You have to wait. You have to wait for some time, I think.
Do you think? Do you have enough manpower, the special investigation team to investigate the cases?
No, that provides that the Lokayukta can take the help of the local police, and also we are taking the local police. I think to establish investigation wing here is a costly affair, and we don't have so many cases. When the number of cases increases, then at that time maybe we have to constitute investigation wing here. But as of now, the number of cases is very less, so police investigation is good enough. I think they can cover it up.
Can you tell us the process? Suppose a case comes, culmination of the case, how does it proceed? How does it go to the special court? How is the process?
No, you see, we investigate the case, and there are two steps here. One is, once we get a complaint, we send it to the police to find out whether primacy evidence is there or not to proceed with the case. Now, once we receive the review report, and then we fix a date to hear the public servant. We have to be heard before we frame charges. So after the hearing of the public servant, then there are three options for us. One is we can send it for investigation of the case, and number two, we can send it to the department to take up departmental proceeding against such public servant. And the third one is that we can punish him under section 47. Can punish the complainant under 47 if there is no prima facie case. Send it for investigation. The police has to submit the investigation report along with the charge sheet, and then we give a chance for both the parties to make argument on the charges. And once the charges are finalized, then we send it to special court for trial. So there are 2-3 cases where we are waiting for the investigation report of the police. And once we receive, we give them a copy. And then we fix for the hearing before framing of charge. And then we send it to special court. And this maybe take us for nearly 4 or 5 months time to finalize those cases.
So the special court is headed by.
Special court is it is the law department who will notify the special court. For this corruption cases under Corruption Act, there is a special court already notified by the law department in all the districts. I think district and session judge, they are all the special court as of now. So in Lokayukta also they have to issue notification for that. So most likely the district and session judge will be the special court.